Religion is a strange concept to me, I guess is the word. Uh, my entire life is, well, my family's not religious at all, I should first say. Well, I don't think they are. My family doesn't really talk about religion. We don't talk about a lot of things, but we've never really chatted about religion, so I have no idea what they believe. But it's a strange thing to me. Like, I can see why people, are religious and believe in a higher power. Me personally, I'm more of a there probably is something higher than us, but it probably just doesn't give a shit. Like, let's be honest here. With everything, this massive universe, this like the universe is so immensely massive, as is Earth itself. Why the fuck? I've sworn in the first minute. This video's going to be terrible now. God damn it. Um, why the hell would a all-knowing, all-powerful being? Why would it care about us? Even if it created everything, so why in the hell would it care about us? We're just one tiny dot in the universe, I guess. So yeah, that's my personal belief. There probably is something, and I only believe there is something higher because of like we don't understand the universe. Like the Big Bang was not the start of the universe. Don't know if you guys know that. That's just me nerding out a bit, but it was discovered that the Big Bang was not the start of the universe. So we don't actually know when the start of the universe was. That's the only reason I believe there's probably a higher power doing shit, because we don't understand everything. Like, as soon as we understand everything, which will never be in my lifetime, I would probably switch to, being an atheist fully. But there is so many religions on Earth. It is crazy. And there are probably even more we don't know about that have just died out, or like were never found or haven't been found yet. Like, I'm personally really interested in the Greek gods. I'm even studying it, classical history and that shit. But because the Greek gods are like, I guess the closest thing I've found to what I believe in. Like, they're there, but they don't really care about humanity. They do interact a lot more than what my belief would, indicate. But I find it fascinating that people back then would believe in these horrible beings. Because don't get me wrong, the Greek gods were horrible, horrible people. They well, not they weren't people, but gods. I was talking about it with my teacher, and we were talking about it, like they're the dark. They are humanity personified, I guess you could say. They are everything bad, but everything. They also have their good moments, like can't think of one, but I trust me, they do have their good and kind of lenient moments, but most of the time they are cruel and evil, which in my opinion is a perfect representation of humanity. Cruel and evil most of the time, kindness sometimes, very rarely. So it's, oh sorry, it's something in my throat. It's a it's a weird religion. Everything is really a weird religion. Christianity is a weird religion to me, because like they preach about kindness and all that stuff, but then they proceed to not be kind. I think that's mainly just the people, though. I think if there was truly a Christian that followed the full beliefs of Christianity, it would be more. They would be nice, I'd be fine with them, because like it says kindness to all, but they are not. Well, most of them are not kind to all. Discriminate against LG, however the fuck you say it, I can't remember the words, but you know, so it's really a weird concept to me. The fact that you could believe in these higher powers that care about humanity. Because why in the hell would you care about humanity? Like, the universe is so big. There's infinitely more things to care about in the universe than us. We've barely been here. We've only been here for like what 200,000 years, compared to the billions of years the universe and millions of years the Earth has been about. Like, I would argue that God probably cared more about the fucking dinosaurs than anything else. And then he got bored of them and threw a rock at them, if he's even real. But like, I feel like the rock that killed the dinosaurs was obviously not done by a higher power, because we can trace like where it is, or like where it came from, which is really an astounding thing when you think about it. Humanity is really a crazy element of living. Yeah. So and then there's the Hindus. They've got a lot of gods, and they can accept anyone really easily. Like I was talking to my tutor today actually about it, and topic of Hindus came up, and it was like he said he had seen a portrait of some saint from like Christianity or like the French, I think it was, in a Muslim home, not a Muslim home, but like a Hindu home, and they were like, yeah, they would chill with it. They were like, and that is really astounding to me. The fact that a religion could be so accepting of something. Modern day religions are a lot more, I guess, dogmatic. They're less dogmatic, but they're more dogmatic in some areas, in my opinion. Like the modern day, well, the modern day classical, or the Greek religion that's about today is a lot different than the one that was back then. There is, I say mainly different because of the TikTok element. Like the TikTok side of the classical history is horrid. They spread so much misinformation and try and sprout it as if it was actually how the actual religion is. Like I saw someone say Aries is the protector of women. No, he's not. There's never been any mention of him protecting women at all anywhere. And then I was speaking to someone who actually believes in it, and they were like, "Oh yeah, but they're not our myths." You, what? You can't have a religion without myths. Every single religion has a myth. Christianity has, the Noah. It has Adam and Eve. It has all this other stuff. The Hindus have their stories. The Muslims have their stories. Every single religion has myths. So what are your myths? And she couldn't answer me. They couldn't answer me. And that is like why the TikTok side of the modern day Greek, it makes me mad because it's not a religion. It's a facade of religion. It's just fakeness dressed up as a religion. That and then there's like smaller, I guess what you could call religions, like the witches. I guess it's not really a religion, but it has elements of a religion. The witches are interesting to me because they believe in, using things to make other things happening, like curses, blessings. That interests me a lot. But I've never really looked into it. I should maybe look into it a bit more. But that's fascinating to me as well. The fact that you could believe through your own power that you are affecting fate and other things like that. It's an interesting thing to me as well. What else is there to talk? The religion is interesting to me. I think that's it, honestly. Yeah, Christianity, the Hindus, the Muslims don't really interest me. Their religion is not really interesting. Sorry, Muslims, but yeah, it's a really strange religion, isn't it? The fact that you could believe in this higher power that truly could never care about you. Because put yourself in their position. You are an almighty, all-knowing being, or in Greeks and Romans cases, you are a powerful being that has control of these concepts like love, war, birth, the justice. Why would you care about the ants scurrying along the ground? Why would you care if you killed a bunch of them? Like, even, like, there's only one Greek god that is actually nice, I guess you say. That's Hestia. Hestia is Bestia, as I've seen people say. I know it's in reference to Danmachi, I'm pretty sure, but it's still fucking true for the actual religion, because everyone else is batshit insane. Hestia, she's chill. I don't think I've seen a single myth or anything of the sort that paints her in a bad light or she does anything really bad. She's just the goddess of the hearth, and she's like, that's wonderful to me. There's the one god out of however many gods the Greek religion has. I know it's the 12 Olympians, but there's a lot more minor gods that you don't really see, like Eros, Phobos, the fucking other Aries kid. There's a lot more gods and primordials that you don't really think about from the 12 Olympians. Like there's Nyx, there's Erebus, there's Gaia, there's Tartarus. before someone comments Tartarus is the place in hell, Tartarus is also a fucking primordial. So get it right. Born from chaos. It was Uranus, Gaia. That was Uranus. It was Uranus or Uranus. I can never remember. I'm pretty sure it's both. You know what I mean? Like there are some sayings that are both. There's the Titans, or fucking Kronos, the Sun one. What's his name again? I get the Sun and Apollo get confused a lot, but like saying Apollo is the god of the sun, and he is the god of the sun. Don't get me wrong. It's just that at one point in time, the other guy was also the god of he was the Titan of the sun. So I get some people being like, oh, he's not the god of the sun. This guy is, and it's like, brother, both are true. They are both the god of the sun. Well, then the other one's not the god of the sun. He's the Titan of the sun, and it's his chariot that Apollo sometimes drives. So it's a I thought it came in to talk about all religions, but then I've just wrapped it back to Greek religion because I love classical history. Classical history is amazing. Anyway, I think that's gonna be it for this video. Next video will be about space, so make sure you stay around for that one. Make sure you check out all my socials. Drop a link in the description. I got my Twitch, got my Twitter, got my TikTok. Yeah, make sure you check them out. Anyway, see ya.